guys.
Victor Alpha 3, India Mike Whiskey. I'll take mine on the rocks.
VA3MCA. All right, I got to switch my page here. I got the wrong page up on my computer. Where are we here? All right, here we go. Yep. Mac, stop shaking that thing. It looks like I was shaking myself here. All right. Thanks, Mac, for putting the live on YouTube there. Anybody interested, look up VA3IMW. Look for the live. You'll find it there. You stop shaking it around. At least you'll know where you're in the right spot because it's moving all over the place. All right. Anybody else checking into the Friday Night ZOE Ragchew? Come on in. VA3LBI. Mac, stop it. The VA3BT. Any other check-ins? Come on in. VA3LBI. Quiet night tonight. All right. The hands are terrible. Make a couple of contacts, but even with those, you normally hear really nice and clear. There's a lot of QSB and up and down and staticky. So just terrible. All right. Anybody else add anything before I pick it up here and run it down? Bill, you got anything you want there? VA3LBI, come on in.
Yeah, good evening, Larry. Good evening to everybody online. Yeah, bands were terrible, but the observation, and I had the same one. Local signals are very weak. I made a contact into Wisconsin, another one into Kansas, another one into Minnesota, all relatively strong signals, but everything local is just so weak, and I could hardly hear Mac, but didn't get a chance to play too much radio today. First of all, band conditions weren't that great. When I was out in Burlington today, I had a bit of a mishap. I was walking towards the church where I go to every Friday, and there's a stump that I managed to trip over. I didn't see it. It's about sticking out of the ground about 3 inches, and I guess I wasn't right on the sidewalk, and my foot caught on the stump, and I did a face plant. So the EMTs came. I didn't want to go to the hospital, but they suggested I go and get a neurological test and an X-ray on my nose. So fortunately, nothing's broken. But if you look at my face, it's a mess, and both my hands are got cuts and scrapes all over them where I broke my fall. So wasn't pretty. Friend that was with me took some pictures. I don't know. I might follow the city on Monday. I just want to make sure that nobody else is going to hurt themselves because I had the wherewithal, the sense enough to try to get my hands out in front of me, which did break my fall, but I could have also probably broken a wrist or injured one of my hands severely, but I didn't. So came out pretty unscathed, and it was about a 4-hour visit to the hospital. So we're all right. We're just a little bit sore. Back to you, Larry.
Yeah, you give me a bit of the shivers there, Bill, just talking about it. I'm glad you're okay. Those parts will heal, and I'm sure you're going to be a little bit sore probably tomorrow. Sometimes that jarring of the body doesn't actually kick in, for a little bit of time after. You're probably going to be a little bit sore. You may want to get some either aspirin or some Tylenol if you got them close in case you need them for tomorrow.
No, maybe I'll just take a fifth of single malt scotch.
There you go. 2 fingers. Starting at the top and the bottom of your fingers, just below your thumb and to your baby finger. That should do it, Bill.
Yeah, Roger to that. Well, anyway, as I say, my friend did take some pictures, and I'm considering phoning the city of Burlington on Monday. I don't know if I'm going to take any action or not, whether I can, but I just certainly want to make sure that nobody else is going to trip over the stump because, my friend said that somebody cited if they weren't paying attention could have done the same thing, and they should have had it marked or a pylon or something over it. So it just blended in very well with the ground. Anyways, Larry, that's about it from here. As I say, bands are crappy. Hopefully they improve. 660 parts hunted since I've got this antenna up in the air. I think I've worked 380 new parts, so we're doing okay. Back to you, Larry.
off tomorrow. So, all right. Bring up next. What we got here? Max, VA3IMW Z3LBI. How was your trip home? I heard you was a mishap here. You mentioned there was a mishap on the way.
QSL. There was a traffic incident, I guess, on the top side of Morriston, where the 401 intersects number 6 going south. So my usual check on Google Maps highlighted that, and I was able to plan to take the back roads that takes me down through west of Morriston, and comes out just as you're entering Puss Lynch, and you reconnect with Highway 6. So tragedy and delays averted. The rest of the trip was somewhat seamless, I guess. There must have been something going on for the 403 Toronto bound, but the right-hand side of number 6 seemed to be flowing along as we then merged with 403 coming up the hill. So all's well, and looking forward to a nice, relaxing weekend, and I'm sure that will change when I find out what the missus has in the job jar and other stuff. Anyways, did manage to poke around a bit on 20 and 40 meters. Made a good contact into Washington State on 20 meters. A 54 report, but with the band conditions still being a little bit noisy, it was nice to see the east-west was working okay. There's some peculiarities on how 40 and 20 meters are working tonight, and as Bill indicated, the short skip is maybe not so good. But obviously, yes, Minnesota and Wisconsin and all the rest of that stuff on 40 meters was as clear as a bell. So it's working. It's certainly a lot better than it has been over the last couple of days with that Aurora stuff hanging over our heads at both poles, and the blackout that we saw with the major solar flare. But anyways, we will survive, and there's nothing we can do about it, so we might as well just get used to it. Anyways, Larry, thanks for running this one, and I'll turn it back to you.
Okay, very good. Yeah, Mac, we still got an A of 59. So Bill, and the same thing. A 59, so that's quite an absorption. That's why I played a little bit radio, not too much today, just messed around. Wasn't one of my better nights, so it was kind of a rough day today. So I just kind of took it easy today. Anyways, let's bring in Wade next. The VA3IMW Z3LBI. Wade, your stove, how'd you make out? You got it all straightened away?
V3LBI, VA3IMW. The stove, yeah, it's they've given us some options, and it includes full return and just get another one. So we're it's in the hands of Nicole. She gets to decide whether or not they want to offer us a rebate and or just a replacement. They say we can keep using it until we get the replacement. So it's working fine, but yeah, there's that scratch on the front, and that's not great. Just across the face of it. So I think we're probably going to call them back and have them replace it, but we'll see if it's still ongoing. But it is functional, fully functional, and that's the important part so far. So when you first mentioned it, I didn't quite catch the word you used. I was trying to get my computer here to do something. So, but then I figured out from the context what we were talking about. So, yeah, it's the first delivered. It's the same one that was delivered with a bit of damage on the front. So we're working through that still. Other than that, it's been too busy a week to do any radio until now. So it's the first time I've had the radio on, but I hear I'm not missing too much with the with the space weather going a little bit nuts. And I saw Tam in the scope with her red shirt on, so I kind of had an inkling. And I don't know what it is, but something in my throat here. So I hope I'm not coming down with something. But I guess we'll find out as the weekend progresses. Hey, sorry to hear there, Bill, about the injury. Yeah, that's not the way you probably intended to spend your afternoon. So hopefully you're on the mend real quick. Anyways, I'll be here for the duration there, Larry. I'll send it back to you.
Yep. Okay. Very good, Wade. Yeah. Well, you had mentioned last week when they got the stove, it had a big scratch on it. You guys weren't sure what you were doing. So, like I said, it would be too bad if it was in between, in the countertop or something where you kind of slide it in. But I think you mentioned it was on the front, which is going to be very visible, and you don't want that in your main kitchen. That's for sure.
Yeah, that's right. I mean, I guess we can check if there's any option for making it less noticeable by buffing it. But if not, the option is on the table to have them ship out another one. So that's still probably, I think, the one that Nicole is leaning towards. But it's going to be, I think she'll make the final decision, because if I was to say, take the partial refund and keep what you got, and then you might have to hear about it forever. So anyways, it'll be up to her. She'll make the right decision, and we'll move forward that way.
Yes, laughing here. Yeah, sometimes it's better to not make the comments and not make anything out of it, just let them decide. So, yeah, I've had to run into a couple of those myself, but we got a good deal on the price on it. Well, yeah, it doesn't quite work out that way. So, yeah, I hear exactly what you're saying, Lee.
Yeah, it took me a while to learn the lessons, but I do eventually catch on. Anyways, yeah, so other than that, I don't know what maybe might emerge here, but I am here for the duration. So I see that Al is back in town because he made an RF check in there. Welcome back. Hopefully your week was good as well. And I'll pass it back to you there, Larry, and you can pick the rest of them up. VA3IMW back in that control.
Okay, thanks, Wade. All right, hang on, Al. I'll give you just a second. Anybody else checking into the Friday night ZOE Ragchew? Come on in. VE3LBI.
VE3, every kind of junk. November Foxtrot Golf. Well, there's two incomplete call signs. VA3CP. Victor Alpha 3, Charlie Juliet Zulu.
All right, Melissa's caught up. I got EKJ, NFG, CP, and CJZ. Let's bring in L, the HBT. Come on in, L. How are things progressing with you? Obviously, hopefully they get some roof done this weekend for you.
Good evening, Larry, and everybody on frequency. It was a bit of a rough week this week, that's for sure. Out of the whole week, the roofers worked one day. And that was today. And they're going in tomorrow, but there's a percentage of rain tomorrow starting around noon hours, so they're going to do what they can do in the morning and hope for the best. Other than that, I'm just glad this week is over. It was a rough week at work, so, fighting the elements and trying to get this building closed in on time for the winter months to come, but we'll see what happens, like anything else. Other than that, we'll hand it back over to you there, Larry, VA3BT.
Yep, okay, Al, very good. Yeah, I've been thinking, you've got some snow up there. I think did you end up with freezing rain? I thought it said something about it.
Yesterday we had 4 seasons. It was weird. It was weird. Yesterday it was all day. Like you'd have sun, you'd have sleet, then you'd have rain, then you have snow, and it would just continue that, like all day. It was a weird day. I mean, again, we're at the belt, right? We're surrounded by lakes there, right? But like all the locals say, welcome to Barrie.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, it makes it tough, especially trying to get the roof on. How much more they got to do in the roof? I wouldn't think a lot of it done, but what do they got left to figure to do?
Well, there's 350,000 square feet. They've got 50,000 squares done.
Yeah, they're not close yet.
No, they got a long ways. We need good days, good dry days. It can be cold. We just need good dry days.
Yeah, with no snow and no wind. Well, especially wind, like you said, this stuff gets
like TPO, but TPO has no stone. EPDM it's a black rubber roof with stone on top, river stones, and that's what keeps it down. It's got 2 layers of insulation, which is 3 inches each, so it's a makeup of 6 inches, and a vapor barrier at the bottom of all that. But yeah, but it's a process, right? It needs to be tried.
Yep, nope, I hear you. Well, hopefully you'll get her done. I mean, you can't do too much about the weather, and people can't complain about it. You know what I mean? You can only do so much with the weather. You can't change it. You can only do, like I say, so much on the job site.
It's just a chain effect, right? If you don't have a roof, you can't complete the inside, and when it rains, it pours inside, and everybody gets miserable. Plumbers can't do what they got to do. Electricians can't do what they got to do. It's just a chain effect.
Yep, absolutely. Well, hopefully they'll get most of it done. Whether you can get one end done or something, they can start working at one end of it. I don't know too much about it, but maybe it's a possibility to do something like that too, I guess.
Yeah, well, whatever percentage of roof they can get done, we'll just kind of chase that, right? Chase it right behind it with everything else, and floor pours, and hopefully weather permits. If not, then we start tarping sections, tarping areas off, and blowing heat in those areas just to keep things moving.
Yep, exactly. Okay. All right, Al. Yeah, I saw those pictures you sent too. They're pretty good. That drone's really nice.
Yeah, I like the drone. I'm really getting used to it now. And it's a 4K drone. It's awesome. It takes excellent pictures.
Yeah, is that yours or is that works?
That's works. Yep, that's work. Very easy to fly. Took me a little while to get used to it, but I've got that thing down packed now. I just got to watch out for the hydro towers beside me.
There you go. All right, Al. Thanks very much. Anything else before I pass it down to Bill?
No, we'll be listening along here, VA3BT.
All right, very good. Excuse me. Bill, you're up. VE3 EKJ, VE3LBI. What have you been up to, Bill? Working on any radios?
Oh, I wish, Larry. I've been out for a week. I've been sleeping and sneezing and coughing, and I couldn't believe how much I slept all week and blowing out my schnoz. But I've passed the worst of it now. I'm in much better shape, and hopefully there's only another couple of days left of this. But it kept me from doing much of anything, except, of course, feeding the cat and the dog. They don't have much sympathy for you when it might interfere with their treats.
No, that's for sure. And they definitely don't get the Kleenex on the stuff you need. So, yeah, well, I know you said you knew you were coming down with something last week there because you didn't stay around the net. So, but yeah, the best you can do is rest, as they say, Bill, and look after it.
Yep, but I did have time to think and plan about fixing stuff. I believe I mentioned a few times at Ancaster I had picked up an old HW100, and I got it for a good price. You know, basically the power supply, the connecting cable, and desk mic was basically covered. The HW100 by itself was a bonus. It receives fine, but there's something not quite right in the transmit. It's only got a milliwatt or two, barely kicking a meter. So I'm not sure if I'm going to persist with it or put it on the shelf. I got about 6 HW101s, which of course was the later and much better version, and I might just work on those. I kind of like to get at least one quickly whipped into tip-top shape, and then I'll spend my time just checking into the nets and getting signal reports and enjoying myself. The thing about these old Heathkit rigs is every time I tell somebody that's what I'm running, it's instant nostalgia, Larry.
Yeah, it wouldn't surprise me. There's a couple of people I know that collect them, not locally, but they do collect a lot of the Heathkit stuff and have a lot of the... As a matter of fact, I think I have here, I believe I have a Heathkit antenna switch. I can't remember how many different switches. I think it goes to, it's 3 3 in and 1 out. So yeah, that's a heat kit. I can't remember where I got it from.
Yeah, not many of us these days are fortunate enough to have real estate where we can have more than one antenna up. Sadly, the standard setup these days is some kind of buddy pole off a condo balcony.
Yeah, pretty much, Bill. All right, anything else before I pass it down to Steve?
Just a quick query. Is bill number 1 UK around?
Yeah, I guess you weren't here for the first of that. I'll let you pick him up. Give him a shout. I'll take a standby.
Hey, Bill, V3IUK, V3KJ. After the net, I got a little bit of personal traffic for you, which should tickle your fancy. And we won't hold up the net. Back to you, Larry.
Yep, very good. Al, VA3BT. Chuck's asking you a question. He wants to know what model of drone is, if you happen to even know per chance. He's asking in YouTube about it, if you get a second or you happen to know. Okay, Steve, VA3NFP, VA3LBI. How you making out, Steve? You done work or have you worked this week?
Good evening, Larry, and everybody else on net here. No, I didn't work today. I just asked for this day off. Really didn't think I was going to get it because usually the Friday of the weekend that I have off, I always seem to have to work. So I thought, all right, I'll just ask for it off. And the same thing 2 weeks ago, I did the same thing and got Friday off. So a lot of times they copy and paste the schedule forward. So I'm kind of hoping somebody doesn't notice and they just copy another 2 weeks forward, and I'll get next Friday off too. Fingers crossed. What can I say? That's about it there, Larry. Just chilling. So today, doing a couple errands, and that's about it. That's all the traffic I got there, buddy. I'll send it right back to you, Larry, VA3LBI, VA3NFG.
Okay, very good, Steve. You working off the base tonight?
Yeah, I'm on the 857 in the house here.
Yeah, sounding really good. A lot better than the other radio. You're upstairs. You're nice and solid with the repeater with no noise at all.
Yeah, that's what I figure. There's a little slight, hiss, I guess, of, I don't know who else has noticed, but it doesn't come in as clear in the house. It seems to do okay outside, that I've noticed anyway, but yeah, I figure I'd get more use out of it throughout the winter. I can easily quickly disconnect it when I want to go out and do some photos, so it's not that bad of a headache.
Yep. Okay, very good, Steve. All right, Dave, VA3CP, VA3LBI. Come on in, Dave.
Hey, good evening, Larry. VA3LBI, VA3CP, and the assembled multitude, so to say. Bill, VA3IUK, I'm sorry to hear what happened there, but misery likes company. And to Mac, when the bands get lousy, you go up in frequency. So I managed to make a contact with Cornwall on 6 meters on 2 nights ago. So I thought that was pretty neat. But boy, kind of weird sounding signals on 6 meters, I'll tell you, with the Aurora. Thanks, Larry.
I didn't get a chance to look. Did anybody actually see the Aurora? I'll leave it open for a minute there.
No, it was cloud cover here.
Yeah, I just wonder if anybody else was anyplace else who might have got a chance to see it. Anyway, interesting, the guy that I work with, VE3EN, is Kevin in Cornwall, and he's the guy that is the webmaster, sponsor, everything for the solarham.net, or what what he does and everything with it?
Signals were really, really disrupted. It sounded like a buzzsaw with flutter. So really, really hard to decipher. So it's basically call sign exchange, grid square, and signal report, and that was pretty much it. But I did send him an email afterwards. He sent me a picture of. Well, I sent you the one picture from his website, and he also sent me 2 more pictures that he took the same day out in his backyard. So it looked pretty good. Pretty good looking roar at his place. Oh, very good. Yeah, Cornwall, I've been up there. We stayed there. Came back from Nova Scotia with my folks many, many years ago, and got through Quebec, and we stayed in Cornwall. Made our way home after that. So, and I think the night we stayed there, I forget what was going on. There was some Scottish band or something was going on there the weekend that we stopped, and these guys were like just having a ball. I mean, they were like just getting carried away. I had that phone on the desk and asked them, please go and tell them to quiet down. We have to drive until finished to get some sleep and drive some more tomorrow. They did, and the guys are pretty good. They slowed down, but they were having a blast. Oh, that's good. Okay. Well, the only other thing I've done is work 3 summits on the air. Yesterday, now I guess it is. Not today anymore because it's 1:28. Yeah, like I said, I didn't bother too much today. I take the medication, so it's kind of put me off a little bit. All right, Dave, anything else before I drop down to Chuck? Nope. Carry on and talk to you in a little bit. VA3CP. Yep, okay, very good. It's going to say hello to Matt there. He's checking on YouTube. He's out of range, I guess, with the radio. One more thing, too. No, that's fine. Yep, okay, I got it. All right, come on in, Chuck. VA3CJZ, VE3LBI.
Good evening, everyone. VA3CJZ here. And, I was talking to Albert there on his way home, and then I was talking to Mac as well, but he kind of dropped out on me, so I figured he had to concentrate on driving there. And no HF worked for me. All I did was update my my logbooks and confirmations and that. And I got a lot of people I notice at this time of year are confirming contacts. Some of them are, I had one that was 5 years ago, and just got confirmation. But some more recent ones was Malta. And a couple of other DX stations I was quite happy to get confirmations from. But normally, near the end of the year, you find that you open up your either QRZ or whatever logging software, and you'll notice confirmations have just come in, and they're not from recently. So I think some people are just cleaning up their confirmation requests and so on near the end of the year. So I know to all the new hands out there who make contact but don't get confirmation, sometimes it takes a while to come in. Some people don't keep up on that all the time. Other than that, there's a couple of contests. They won't start until Saturday. Let's see now. We've got, hang on. Let me drop. We got one contest called the Ham Spirit Contest. That's for CWN sideband. 10 meters, 15, 20, 40, 80, and 160. And so that'll be an interesting one. Not too difficult of an exchange. But this other one, the ARRL Sweepstakes Contest, that's just for sideband. And that's for 10 meters up to 160. And the exchange is crazy. You've got to give about 4 to 5 different reports and numbers and so on. So I don't know. I'm going to listen and see what the exchange is, and if I don't like what I'm hearing, I'm just gonna pass on that. Back to you there, Larry.
I would think with that much of an exchange, it's probably going to slow down the contest a bit too, especially for the guy, have to confirm all that stuff.
Yeah, well, here's the exchange. You have to give a serial number, precedence, which means you're either single or multi-op and so on. That's your precedence. There's a code. There's letters for that. Q, A, B, U, M, and S. You got to look up the rules to figure them out. And then you have to repeat your call sign, and then a check number, and then the ARRL /rack section. So it's quite the exchange. It's daunting to me, and like you said, it's you can't speed those guys. It's so during contests there, they go like 100 miles an hour. You can't do that with this one.
No, I mean, in reality, a lot of times those guys repeat and make sure they got the right information, so that's quite a mouthful to spit back.
Yeah. So, like I said, I don't really recall. I'll have to listen to some of the exchanges if I want to decide to jump in or not, but there's always the ham spirit contest to go to. Other than that, let's hope the X-Flare, or I'm not even sure, might have been an M-class flare that we had the other day. A friend of mine that lives in Wyoming, which is probably in line with where we live, if you look at a map, and she sent back some gorgeous pictures, and most of them were like purple, red, really, really neat. I noticed a lot of pictures that were taken from others were also showing red.
Yes, it can be quite spectacular, the Aurora, that's for sure. Just have to look up. The A has dropped to a 5, which is good. Well, a few minutes ago it was up like about 59, and it's now down to a 5, so I'm not sure what happened, but hopefully it'll be good for the people on the weekend for contesting.
Well, that happened to me earlier, Larry. I noticed in the afternoon it was up in the 50s there, and then when I rechecked, it was down to 5, just like now. So it's going up and down, I guess. Yeah, that's really strange. Oh, I saw a really cool picture of the Aurora over Stonehenge. If you haven't seen it already, it's just beautiful.
I would imagine it would be. Well, again, as a child, I saw it full force. We were up at, we were in a golf park, and it was absolutely, it was beautiful. I mean, the sky looked like it was being painted, just with the different colors in it, and it was full force up there. So, like, obviously because we don't have any street lights up in that area. So, anyways, like I say, it was gorgeous. I haven't seen any local pictures of anything. I don't really think anybody got any pictures because of the fact that it was so cloudy.
Yeah, so I saw a lot of posts where people were saying, where they lived, they couldn't see it. So, I remember growing up in Ottawa, and during that time, I remember seeing the green lights in the skies fairly often, because of course Ottawa's more north than we are, but and the winters, of course, were more brutal than we get them here. Being so close to the Montreal corridor there, they got a lot of snow.
Yeah, they get a lot of bad farms up that way. All right, anything else, Chuck, before I put a shed out here?
No, sir, thank you very much. Carry on, VA3CJZ.
Okay, thanks for the update in the contest. Anybody else checking into the Friday night ZOE Ragchew? My call sign is Victor Echo 3, Lima Bravo. If you come on in.
VA3IMW Victor Alpha 3, Charlie Romeo Foxtrot Portable.
just dropped my pencil here and I couldn't pick it up again. Yeah, come on in, Huey, VA3IMW.
Hi guys, how you doing? Just checking in, saying hi to everybody on a Friday night.
Okay, yeah, very good. Anything been going on with you at all, Huey?
Yeah, I'm just playing with my new drone I bought today. I got the DJI Nero 2. Came out yesterday, I just bought it today. And it's a unique little drone.
Okay, just hang on 1 second, Huey. Vern, are you mobile or portable?
Yeah, I'm portable, Larry, but go ahead with Huey, I'm fine.
Are you sure I can pick you up? We can go back.
Yeah, no problem. Go with Huey. I'm going to be out for a while.
Okay, thanks, Ryan. All right, Huey, yeah, what'd you buy? Tell us what you got.
The DJI Nero 2. Just come out yesterday, the new drone.
Are they the ones with the stabilizers, so if you get a bit of wind or whatever, they'll actually re-stabilize themselves?
Well, they came out with the Nero 1 last year, and they came out with the new one called the Nero 2, and they fixed it up with a 4K camera, and this has obstacle avoidance, and this thing, you can be like 10 feet away, and you can wave your hands up in the air, it'll follow you and all that. And you go to the woods and everything, in the forest, it'll follow you under the trees and everything.
I'm telling you. But I see some of them where if you get, say, a bit of a breeze against them, they'll rebalance themselves. Like so it's like, say you're just in a hover, and wind comes along, they'll actually rebalance themselves so that they actually will not be pushed off to one side. Does this one do the same thing with the wind?
Yes, this has a new gimbal on it. It's 2. So it can be really windy outside, and the gimbal, the video won't move. Your end, when you look at the video, it'll be solid straight. Even though it's windy, moving back and forth, you won't even know it's moving.
I don't want to know what the cost of those things are. I don't know. They use them all the time for, I guess, overseas for these wars they got going on. I don't know what size they are, but they must cost a lot of money.
Well, this one, Mary, this one's under 250 grams, so you don't need a license, and this one's going for $400 just for the drone alone. And then if you want to buy the control kit with it and 2 batteries, it's $550. And if you want to get the goggles, control, and the motion controller, it's $750. But most of the people have already a controller, so that's why it's just on a single. But it's a great drone. It's really fun. You know, if you guys do photo and all that, you can record yourself doing photo and walk around and everything.
Oh, truly interesting, Huey. All right, hang on there. Let's pick up Vernon. So we'll get him in here. He is mobile out there. So come on back in, Vernon. VA3, where we got CRF. Come on in, Vernon.
Yeah, good evening, Larry, and everybody on the net. Thanks for taking me out. Got out for a walk, 5 degrees. Feels a little cooler than that now. I don't know if there's a bit of a breeze going on. And yeah, not that familiar with drones. My grandson in Arizona has one. He loves it. It's a lot of fun. And yeah, I don't, he hasn't let me try it. I probably worried I'd crash it. But he really enjoys it.
You know, I have no idea what size these drones are they're using for bombing over there. These things must be huge if they're carrying some type of warhead or something on them. I don't even know what, like, you know, I have no idea. I've never seen one, what they actually use.
I recently read an article on them, actually, Larry, in the Christian Science Monitor.
Someone is at the front door.
Russia is using Shahed, S-H-A-H-E-D, drones, and then it has these little decoys that are a little bit smaller than the regular drones. They're bigger than you would think, and as you said, if they're carrying armament, they're going to be. But if you just look up Shahed, S-H-A-E-D drone, designed by Iran and produced in Russia. Back to you, Larry.
What's this?
Yeah, I'll have to have a look and see. It's just curiosity about them more than anything. I talked to the wife about them today. Like, I've got a little drone here, but it's just, I think I paid like $30 for it, and it's a $30 drone. It's simple as that. You know, I mean, to get a bit of a breeze or anything, it blows sideways and falls down.
Comment. Exactly, I hear you. And you know, my grandson's is a little bit bigger than that, but not too big. I mean, he unfolds the little levers that the blades are on. There's 4 of them. It's got a pretty good camera though, and he controls it and can see the camera with his phone. He clips his phone into the controller, and that's how he controls it. and sees feedback from the camera.
Yep, okay, hang on 1 second, Vernon. Yeah, come on in, Chuck. VA3CJZ, come on back in.
Yeah, VA3CJZ. I just wanted to comment that Ukraine is working on drones, of course, because of the war. So you can expect a lot of new advancements that'll be coming to drones, if it's not already here. But they are leading the charge in designing drones there in Ukraine.
Interesting. Again, I can't fathom the size of these things. I don't know. I mean, some of the technology they have out there for these bombings and stuff come in small packages, but I don't think these drones are like the ones you go in the average store and pick up. I wouldn't believe anyway. I figured it'd have to be something a little bigger.
Sure.
Well, okay, I'll just finish up with this there, Larry. I saw some early video of drones dropping like grenades. So all it needs to do is carry 2 pounds, however much a grenade, and there's a trigger where once it releases the grenade, it's actually pulling the pin and dropping it. So I mean, all kinds of advancements in drone warfare for sure. That's it there, Larry. Back to you.
Yep, okay, thanks, Chuck. Was there somebody else in there? Go ahead with the call sign, please.
VA3DJ said, Larry, the drones they're using over there are DJ Maverick drones, the ones that we hear. They're about almost 2 pounds. These drones here, you have to have a license from them. They're big. They're Maverick 3 drones. There's a guy on Facebook Market looking to buy all DJI drones that people don't want to get rid of. He's going to send them back over there, and they're going to modify them and use them for war.
Well, they must have some place where to build them because you hear about hundreds of them flying over. So, anyway, let's get off the topic of that and find out what else we can talk about because we're getting close to shutdown time here. So, okay, anything else, Joey, before I give a shout out again?
No, that's it. No problem. Thanks.
Yep, okay, thanks for your information too. Appreciate it. Anybody else checking into the Friday night ZOE Ragchew? Come on in, VA3LBI. Nothing heard. I'll pick up Vernon again. VA3CRF. Anything else, Vernon?
No, that's about it for now, Larry. I gotta say, a little over a week ago, I was in Phoenix with the family and the grandkids, and every day was 85, and I gotta say, I'm missing that weather. Talk to you, Larry.
I'll bet you are. Actually, tomorrow I think I heard, go through with the 14. I'm not sure what that is in Fahrenheit, but I heard 14. So, compared to the last little while, I mean, most of the snow was gone, and we got a little bit of pile up where you pile it up. But it's not near as bad as what it was. So that's fortunate enough, and I guess 14. I got a couple of things I need to do around here. I got one piece of eaves trough that I need to extend. I run it into a holding tank. I think in the ground. I need to disconnect that, put the eaves trough so it just runs down the driveway.
Yeah, I hear you. I did a bunch of leaf raking the other day as well, once the snow was gone, and this weekend I'm putting on the snow tires. No point putting it off. I don't know. There might be another snowfall soon. Anyway, Larry, won't hold you up. Thanks for doing the net. I do appreciate it. Nice to hear everybody on the area. And yeah, I wish a speedy recovery to Bill on UK. VA3CRS.
Okay, thanks, Ryan. There's a couple of notes here, too. Kind of rumor has it the new ICOM 7300 Mark II or MK2 be selling around $1,500 US, they figure, roughly. I'm not sure what that'll equate into Canadian terms, whether we'll have, I guess, depending on where we get them from, I guess we'll probably, obviously, Canadian price plus the product. I don't know if they'll put tariff on it or not. We'll have to see. Personally, I hit a milestone. It was something I was working on. I had 31,000 QSOs at POTA. So I actually did that last week, I think it was. I ended up with 31,000 QSOs. And Mac, I think I heard you say you ended up with 5,000 parts. Is that right?
Chuck in my butt, Chuck in my butt.
QSL, yeah, 5,000 and still working on it. So, yeah, that was my target for the end of the year. So I guess I've kind of finished my target a little early, but nonetheless, still enjoying picking up new parks from time to time.
Yeah, I think, as a matter of fact, I think I was reading, Dave may have read it too. I think Tom, THR, he hit 8,000, I think it is, 8,000 parks. Excuse me?
Well, that's certainly an accomplishment. Yeah, that that boy is a real go-getter. And on top of it, activating to beat the ban. All right, very good, Larry. Yeah, that's those personal targets that we set for ourselves. I think it's important to restate the obvious that it's not a competition between operators, but it's just the self-satisfaction of hitting those milestones and being able to move on from there. Anyways, congratulations on the 31,000 QSOs.
Something like I said, I just put, which I was trying to get there, and I had kind of backed off a little bit from doing a few things. So, but yeah, anyways, same thing for the 5,000. That's really good. And Bill's showing a lot. I mean, conditions are good. He's got the antenna working now, so I'm not sure if he's had a chance to actually go visit somebody tonight. Listen, Chris, I haven't heard Chris tonight in here. VA3WPG. And Bill, by the way, VA3 UK, VA3LBI. Did you guys do any more with your antenna, Bill?
Chuck, am I back? No, we get the screen back in the window upstairs. We're going to permanently affix it to the house another way. It's sort of jury rig right now because I didn't want to do anything permanent until I knew that the neighbors weren't going to say anything. And it's been, over 6 weeks, and nobody's saying anything, so I think we'll put it up permanently. But you're asking about me coming along, yeah, 1,660 parts. Larry, just this new antenna's new configuration, that antenna, I've worked 380 parts, and if conditions had been better, it would be a lot higher than that. So we're doing fine, trying to get 2,000 parts by the end of the year.
Well, you shouldn't have any problems. The conditions are good. You know, you still got another month and a half, I guess. We got really about 14, yeah, month and a half. Actually, I just got a phone call from my buddy. We went to kindergarten together. That's how long I've known him. He's heading to the down south to Florida on Sunday. So he gave me a call, let me know he's heading down there. And then his wife's staying here for Christmas. And then she's going to fly down December the 30th, I think it is, down to meet him down there. So they'll be down there for 2 or 3 months and then come back. But he teases me a little bit, sitting outside with his shorts on and his T-shirt, having a nice cold something or other in a lounge chair.
Yeah, they like to do that, don't they? Interestingly enough, the real cool thing is I've got 4 parks in Bermuda. I don't know how many parks are on that island, but I got 4 unique parks in Bermuda. So, you are doing
Yeah, I'm not sure myself, though. You'd have to actually look up the map. It'll tell you how many parks are actually on there, right on the map itself. Do you use that Coda Plus for? I think it only goes on Chrome. You ever use that POTA Plus?
Oh, yeah, I have it in there. I just haven't looked at Bermuda and counted the parks. Yeah, I love the POTA Plus. I wish they had it for the Mozilla-based, Firefox-based browsers, but they don't. But yeah, I do use it, yeah.
Yeah, I do the same thing. I wish they did have it for Firefox. I run a virtual machine and have the Chrome in that because it won't run on the regular system. So, anything else, Bill, before I pass it down to Mac?
No, that's it. Just thanks to all the hams that have helped me since I've got back on. That's what I might check because I don't know how much working on nobody that can respond to me.
Okay, Larry. Just a quick mention that we're coming up on that day. We're going to slip into winter with the winter solstice. Obviously, it's a little reminder that our group activation will take place on December 21st. And unless anybody has a better idea, it's going to be Whitehorn. So looking forward to that as well. Not a whole lot more for me tonight. Nice to see the chat alive and well on YouTube. Certainly appreciate that. Don't forget to like and subscribe. It helps us all. Anyways, back to you, Larry.
Mac 1, I'm awkward. I will leave you in your live stream to love. Stop talking bad words. If you accept me into your community,
Did we lose weight there? VA3NCA, VE3LBI?
VA3LBI, VA3NCA. No,
Sorry to interrupt if I'm interrupting, guys, but I really don't know if my microphone is working, and I need it kind of kept for you guys. So please help me out.
my projects here get a bit of a head start. Anyways, yeah, it is getting a little bit colder. Lots of leaves on the ground, and I guess getting ready for the upcoming winter solstice activation. That'll be a lot of fun, I think. Yeah, other than that, bunch of tests scheduled for some amateur radio exams. So anybody who is interested in getting their license and joining the community is welcome to reach out and schedule a test, and we'll get them certified. Yeah, I've got a few more. It's some of the ones in the States that have slowed down because of the government shutdown are starting to ramp up again. So could have could start getting a little bit more from that whole thing as well. Anyways, thanks there, Larry, for doing it. VA3LBI, VA3NCA, back to you.
Yep, okay, wait, thanks so much. Al, anything else before I do a 7-3 round? VA3BT, VE3LBI.
No, nothing much more on my end here. Just trying to stay awake here. Other than that, we'll be listening along here. VA3BT.
Oh, okay, thanks, Al. VE3EKJ, VE3LBI. Bill, anything else before we do a 7-3 round?
I fucking love boys in my ass. Standing by and blowing my nose. And IUK and I can chat after the net closes. So, no big deal. I'll just pat the dog on the head.
Okay, thanks, Bill. Steve, anything else? VE3NFG, VE3LBI. Before we do a 7-3 round, anything else?
Fuck, I want your dick in my ass.
there, Larry, good night as always. We'll look forward to it next Friday. 7-3 all VA3NFG.
Oh my god, Al, stop looking for us and just come to my house and enjoy me, please.
VA3CP? Yeah, okay. VA3CP, nothing much more here, really, Larry. Pretty much said anything I was going to today, so I think we're good. No quota for a little while yet, so we'll see how things go. All right, back to you, and I don't know, have you started a 7-3 round? If so, 7-6 VA3, I'll be VA3CP.
Mac White, where's Chuck? I miss Daddy.
Got something else you want to add to the conversation? And before everybody goes 7-3, somebody wants to comment on it, so I'm just running down the list now. VA3, CJZ, VE3LBI. Anything else before we do a 7-3 round, Chuck?
Where's Chuck? I miss him. Oh my god, Chuck.
Yeah, so just one thing. I'm still in the market for a pup. And so if anybody hears of anyone with puppies there, I would love to hear about it. That's it.
Mac White is the white supremacist.
Huey, VE3, DJZ, VE3LBI. Anything else before we do a 7-3 round?
I know all good. Oh my god, your connection is so bad. Log in.
It's being recorded right now.
Very good. Vernon, let's see, VA3, CRF, VE3LBI. Vernon, anything else before we do a 7-3?
Hey, Larry, nothing else at this time. I may not be around for the 73. I'm almost back at the house, but again, thanks for doing it. VA3, CRF.
Okay, Vernon, I marked your 7-3. All right, folks, let's run it down the list here. VE3, VE3LBI, 7-3 round, Bill.
Yeah, 7-3. Just want to make note that this net has been recorded and will be sent to the
VA3LBI, 73 round, Mac.
Well, Larry, a great, exciting net as usual. A nice way to wrap up the week. Some like-minded individuals that are able to communicate. And yeah, certainly appreciate you being the moderator tonight. 7-3's one and all. I'll be monitoring for a period of time afterwards, and we'll see you guys on the weekend. VA3IMW, back to you.
Yep, okay, thanks.
Let's go, Mac White. W live stream. Let's go.
Doing a 73 round, wait.
V3LBI, VA3MCA, and also to the group. Yeah, 7-3 to everybody, and Larry, thanks for doing it as always.
Let's keep the live streams going. I love to see him. Thank you, Mac White. I love you. I love you. Bye, 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 bye.
Catch you down the line. VA3MCA, back to that control.
Yep, okay, thanks so much, Wade. VA3BT, VE3LBI, Al, we're just doing a 73 round.
Yeah, thanks for doing it. Thanks for being there, Larry. Getting that VA3VT.
My sweet baby, I love you.
VE3EKJ, VE3LBI.
Hey, Larry.
Yep, just doing a 73 round.
Hey, Larry. I haven't seen you in so long. Come to my house. Okay, of course is that it just, the strongest signal just swamps over anything weaker, and you don't even hear it. So that it's kind of neat. One of the things I most appreciate about this particular mode. Anyhow, like I say, I'm just recovering from my cold. I'm glad to have talked to everybody. You guys, everyone, have fun.
Okay, thanks very much, Bill. VA3NFG, VE3LBI, doing a 73 round, Steve.
Yeah, roger that. Good night there, Larry. Just want to say 7-3 to everybody that's listening. We'll be around a little later on and most of the weekend here. So VA3NFG.
Very good, Steve. VA3CP, VE3LBI, Dave, we're just doing a 7-3. Okay, very good, Larry. VE3LBI, VA3CP, nothing more here. It's up to y'all, and I may listen a little bit longer. Who knows? VA3CP, back on that. Yeah, I may play a little bit longer, too. VA3CJZ, VE3LBI, Chuck, we're just doing a 7-3 round.
Yep, thanks for doing it, Larry, and happy DXing, everybody. VA3CJZ.
All right, thanks very much, Chuck. VA3DGZ, VE3LBI, we're just doing a 7-3 round now with UE. I'm all good. Have a good night, guys. Have a good weekend. Okay, last call. Anybody else want to check into Friday night ZOE Ragchew? My call sign, Victor Echo 3, Lima Bravo India. Come on in.
VA3WPG, fast in a note and an inquiry of who do I send the recording to?
We'll let you know shortly. Thanks, Chris. We missed you. I was wondering where you were. Very good. Thanks for coming back in, Chris. Have a good weekend there. We'll say 7-3 to you.
You too, 7-3. I got the recorded, so we'll wait on that. VA3WPG.
Okay, folks. Thanks again for joining in on Friday night. You guys make the net with the conversation. I just write down the call signs and the names. Before we wrap it up, I'd like to thank Terry, VE3IQL, for use of that repeater. And with that, Victor Echo 3, Lima Bravo India, I will return the repeater back to normal use. 7-3.
Yeah, good day, Larry. Thanks a lot for doing it. V3LUK, standing by. Bill number 1, this is Bill number 2. Yes, go ahead, Bill number 2.